long before Rome, before Greece, before most of the world had written language, a civilization rose along a narrow ribbon of green in the middle of the Desertpunkt Åland, protected by natural barriers, nourished by a mighty river, and guided by gods, kings, and cosmic order. This was ancient Egypt, one of the longest-lasting civilizations in human history, enduring for over 3,000 years. How did Egypt survive for millennia, while empires around it rose and fell? To understand that, we must journey back to the beginning of the Nile. Egypt existed because of one thing: the Nile River. Every year, the Nile flooded its banks, leaving behind rich black soil perfect for farming. In a land surrounded by harsh desert. This river was life itself. Ancient Egyptians called their land Kemet, the Black Land, named after this fertile soil. The river provided water for crops, transportation highways, fish and wildlife, trade routes connecting Africa and the Mediterranean. Without the Nile, there would be no Egypt. Greek historian Herodotus later wrote, Egypt is the gift of the Nile. Around 3100 BCE, a powerful ruler named Narmer Menes united Upper and Lower Egypt into one kingdom. This unification created a centralized government, a divine kingship system, one of the world's first nation-states. The ruler was called Pharaoh, not just a king, but a living god on earth. Pharaohs were believed to maintain the sacred balance of the universe, truth, justice, and order. If failed, chaos would consume the world. So, ruling Egypt wasn't political. It was cosmic responsibility. The Old Kingdom, Age of the Pyramids c. to 686 to 181 BCE. This era is known as the Pyramid Age. Pharaohs built monumental tombs to secure immortality. Why? Because Egyptians believed life didn't end at death. Instead, the soul journeyed to the afterlife, but only if the body was preserved. Thus began mummification, a sacred burial science. The greatest achievement of this era, the pyramids of Giza. Built for pharaohs, Khufu, Khafre, Menkaure. The Great Pyramid alone stood as the tallest human structure for nearly 4,000 years. These were not built by slaves, but by skilled labourers, engineers, and artisans working in organised state projects. Egypt had become an architectural and administrative powerhouse. Egyptian religion shaped every aspect of life. They worshipped hundreds of gods, including Ra, sun god, creator of life; Osiris, god of the afterlife; Isis, goddess of magic and motherhood; Anubis, guardian of mummification; Horus, sky god, protector of Pharaoh when a person died. Their heart was weighed against the feather of Miot. If the heart was pure, they entered eternal paradise, the field of reeds. If not, it was devoured by the beast Amit. This belief made morality central to Egyptian culture. To life well was to live forever. The Middle Kingdom, Egypt reborn. c. 2055 to 1650 BCE. After political collapse, Egypt reunified under strong rulers. This era saw agricultural expansion, irrigation systems, literature and poetry, trade with Nubia, and the Near East. Egyptian texts from this time reflect deeper philosophy, discussing justice, suffering, and the meaning of life. It was a cultural renaissance. But stability wouldn't. Last, foreign rulers called the Hyksos invaded using horse, chariots, new military technology. Egypt had never seen. Egypt fell under foreign control, but only temporarily. Age of Empire C, 1552–1070 BCE. Egypt rose again, stronger than ever. This became its golden age. Pharaohs transformed Egypt into an empire stretching into Nubia, Sudan, Syria, the Levant. Famous rulers emerged. Hatshepsut, a rare female pharaoh who ruled peacefully and expanded trade. Thutmose III, a military genius called the Napoleon of Egypt. Akhenaten, a religious revolutionary who tried to replace all gods with one. Aten, Sesandisk. Tutankhamun, the boy king whose golden tomb became the most famous archaeological discovery in history. Cleopatra, Egypt's last pharaoh, brilliant, multilingual, and politically strategic. Her alliances with Julius Caesar and Mark Antony tied Egypt to Rome's fate. Ancient Egypt wasn't only pyramids and kings, it was a vibrant society. Writing, hieroglyphics, Egyptians developed one of the world's earliest writing systems, used for religious texts. Royal decrees, tombe inscription. Papyrus scrolls became the world's first paper, clothing and beauty. Linen, garments for hot climate, elaborate wigs, kohl eyeliner for beauty and sun protection, perfumes and oils. Both men and women valued appearance and hygiene. Music and entertainment, music-filled temples and festivals. Harps, flutes, drums, sistrums, dance and storytelling were central to celebrations. Food and farming. Daily diet included bread, beer, onions and garlic, fish, dates and figs. Beer was safer than river water and consumed by all classes. Temples and spiritual life. Temples were homes of the gods, not public worship spaces. Priests performed daily rituals, washing statues, offering food, burning incense. Massive complexes like Karnak and Luxor symbolized divine power on earth. Religion and government were inseparable. Science and innovation. Egyptians were pioneers in medicine and surgery, dentistry, astronomy, geometry, calendar systems, 365 days. Their knowledge helped align pyramids with stars and predict Nile. Floods, they combined science with spirituality, seeing no separation between the two. Why Egypt? Lasted 3,000 years. Ancient Egypt's longevity wasn't luck. It was structure. Key reasons. 1. Geographic protection. Deserts, seas, and cataracts shielded Egypt from invasions. 2. The Nile's stability. Reliable floods meant stable food supply. 3. Divine kingship. Pharaoh unified religion and government. 4. Strong bureaucracy. Scribes, tax systems, and administrators maintained order. 5. Cultural continuity. Beliefs and traditions changed slowly, preserving identity. Egypt mastered the art of stability. The decline of ancient Egypt. No empire lasts forever. After the new kingdom, internal corruption grew. Foreign invasions increased. Libyans, Nubians, Assyrians, and Persians ruled Egypt. Finally, in 30 BCE, Rome conquered Egypt after Cleopatra's death. Egypt became a Roman province. The age of pharaohs ended, but its legacy never died. Legacy of ancient Egypt. Ancient Egypt gifted humanity monumental architecture, written language, medical knowledge, calendar systems, spiritual philosophies on death and morality, its symbols, pyramids, mummies, hieroglyphs remain among the most recognized in the world. Even today, Egypt stands as a testament to human endurance, belief, and ingenuity. For 3,000 years, kingdoms rose and fell, yet Egypt endured, guided by the Nile, protected by the desert, and bound by faith in eternity. To the Egyptians, death was not the end, but a doorway, and through their monuments, writings, and gods, ancient Egypt never truly disappeared. It simply became immortal.